A very good morning, students. In this today's session, I would like to present a very important and significant concept for you, that is Beer-Lambert's law. First of all, the Beer-Lambert's law, which is also known as Beer's law or Lambert's-Beer's law or Beer-Lambert-Boger law, which relates the attenuation of the light to the properties of the material through which the light is traveling. Which means when a monochromatic light of initial intensity I0 passes through a solution in a transparent vessel, some of the light is absorbed so that the intensity of the transmitted light I is less than I0. There is some loss of the light intensity from scattering by the particles in the solution and reflection at the interfaces, but mainly from absorption by the solution. Here, the relationship between initial intensity of the light I and transmitted light I0 depends on the path length of the absorbing medium and the concentration of the absorbing medium. So, these factors are related in the laws of Lambert and Beer. Now come to the derivation of Beer-Lambert's law. Here a diagram that shows where it represents when a light is passed on the absorbing medium, some of the light gets absorbed and some is get reflected and some light gets scattered, and finally the intensity of incident light which is decreases if the material bodies are exposed to the radiation. A part of the incident light radiation is absorbed and a part is scattered and a part is transmitted. As a result of the absorption, the intensity of the light passing through the material bodies, that is the intensity of transmitted light, decreases always. The fraction in the incident light absorbed depends on the thickness of the absorbing medium. So, Lambert derived a quantitative relationship between the decrease in the intensity of monochromatic light due to the passage through a homogeneous medium of the thickness dx and the intensity of light I. This law is known as Lambert law, which may be stated as the decrease in the intensity of light with the thickness of the absorbing medium at any point is directly proportional to the intensity of the light. So, it is called Lambert law. Mathematically, the Lambert law can be expressed as minus di by dx is directly proportional to I, where that can be equation, let it taken as 1, where the di is the small decrease in the intensity of light upon passing through a small distance dx, and I is the intensity of monochromatic light just before entering the medium. Now the equation 1 can also be written as minus di by dx is equal to A into I, here by removing proportionality constant, and from the equation the A is absorption coefficient. Let it be equation number 2. On integrating the equation 2 and after rearrangement of equation 2, it can be written as minus di by I is equal to A into dx. That means on returning items to one side. So, on integration, minus integral di by I is equal to integral A dx plus c. So, which becomes minus log I is equal to Ax plus c. Let it be equation number 3. So, where c is said to be a constant of integration. minus log I is equal to ax plus c. Let it be equation number 3 here. Here at is equal to 0, that means on limits x is equal to 0 and I is equal to I naught, so c is equal to minus ln I naught. So introducing these values in equation 3 we get, so on applying x value, I value and c value, minus log I naught is equal to 0 plus c and c is equal to minus log I naught. So substitute the c value in equation 3. Now substitute only the c value in equation 3. Equation 3 becomes minus log I is equal to ax minus log I naught. So from this we take the log terms to one side, it becomes minus ax is equal to log I minus log I naught. So log I by I naught is equal to minus ax, since log a minus log b is equal to log a by b. Let it be equation number 4. Here the equation 4 becomes I by I naught is equal to e power minus ax. From this I is equal to I naught into e power minus ax. Let it be equation number 5. So equation 5 can be written as log I by I naught is equal to minus a by 2.303 into x. Log I by I naught is equal to a dash x. Here the term a dash that can be taken as a by 2.303, and from the equation where a dash is equal to a by 2.303 is called extinction coefficient, and minus log I by I naught is termed as the absorbance of the medium. Here the absorbance is represented by a. So Lambert's law was extended by another, that is Beer, who showed that when light passes through a solution of the given thickness, the fraction of incident light absorbed is dependent not only on the intensity of the light but also on the concentration of the solution. So this is known as Beer's law. Here the Lambert's law was simply extended by another one like Beer, and he proposed, that is called Beer's law. So from this we can write minus di by dx is directly proportional to c. Let it be equation number 6. The two laws may be combined to write, that means Lambert law and Beer's law both are combined. We can write di by dx is equal to I into c. So from this we can write di by dx is equal to b into I into c. Let it be equation number 7. When the concentration C is expressed in mole per liter, B is called molar absorption coefficient. Here the concentration is expressed, B is called molar absorption coefficient. So as in the case of Lambert law equation 7, it can be transformed into log I by I naught is equal to minus b by 2.303 into c into x. So from this we can write log I by I naught is equal to minus epsilon into c into x. So let it be equation number 8. Here epsilon is b by 2.303 where it is called the molar extinction coefficient, which is expressed in liter per mole per centimeter. The molar extinction coefficient epsilon is dependent on the nature of the absorbing solute as well as on the wavelength of the incident light used. Here the expression equation 8 is commonly known as Beer-Lambert law. So equation number 8 is called Lambert-Beer law. Log I by I naught is equal to minus epsilon Cx, or log I naught by I is equal to epsilon Cx. Now come to the limitations of Beer-Lambert's law. Here this law is not obeyed with the radiation which is used is not a monochromatic only, and this law is applicable only to dilute solutions. The temperature of the system should not be allowed to vary to a large extent. That means the temperature of the system should be constant here, and it is not applied to suspensions, and deviation may occur if the solution contains impurities, and the deviation also occurs if the solution undergoes polymerization or the dissociation. So these are the limitations of Beer-Lambert's law. So it is what about Beer-Lambert's law? So if you have any doubts, please contact. Thank you.